Interesting. Entitled. Economic resources controlling. Think about this for a second. Controlling or restraining a person's ability to acquire, use, or maintain economic resources to which they were entitled. So tell me something. If they don't get their Section 8 or their WIC, if they got a man in the house, does that mean that you're impeding on their ability to maintain economic resources to which they are entitled?
Wow.
Gotcha, bitch.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's okay. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine. I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the tip top.
Keep building, keep teaching, man. We're trying. We're doing some things. We're gonna get into this this DV thing a little bit, and we're gonna try to refer to it as DV. And you know, we're gonna put a definition on it so we're all on the same page. And then, you know, we're going to really, again, just discuss how, you know, how the law treats us a little bit differently in this whole thing. So let's, but real quick, salute to Hootsie, my man, my sounding board, the brother that kind of keeps me, you know what I'm saying, making sure my head is on straight. Gerald, can I get a salute for Mr. Hootsie, please? There we go. And Lando said, shout out to Arrowhead. Love your content, brother. That's what's up.
Salute,
that is what's up, man. Hey, doing work. Like I said, we in the air putting this plane together. We got some duct tape and some bubble gum, you know what I'm saying, and some aluminum cans trying to put this bitch together while we fly it. So look, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, just for the sake of education, this is a link to the document that I am about to look at. What is this? This is, man, Ray. Yep, Ray knows absolutely the hit on the. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we're gonna do that's all. That's gonna get a show all by itself, sir. This is the Office on V against Dub, which I find to be pretty darn interesting in and of itself. U.S. Department of Justice. Now, again, look at what this says. Office on Violence Against the Dubs on, okay, U.S. Department of Justice. So when we say that this is directed at y'all, this is directed at y'all, us.
Now I just scroll down looking at some of those definitions, man.
Uh-huh.
I won't get ahead of you, but what the hell?
Oh yeah. But here, let's zoom in, let's make sure. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see here. Let's zoom in a little bit, make it a little bit bigger so everybody can read. DV. What is this? Right? We've heard about it, but I wanted to make sure that we are all on the same page, because when we hear this young man give his testimony, it's going to fit all of these things, but none of that gets really mentioned, which I think is kind of interesting. DV is a pattern of abusive behavior and substitutive, I'm going to say that, in any relationships that was used by one partner to gain or maintain power and control over another intimate partner. Interesting. DV can be physical, sexual, emotional, economic, psychological, or technological actions, or threats of actions, or patterns of coercive behavior that influence another person within an intimate partner relationship. This includes any behaviors that intimidate, manipulate, humiliate, isolate, frighten, terrorize, coerce, threaten, blame, hurt, injure, or wound someone. We got examples. This is interesting. Okay. I have examples of the physical stuff. Hitting, slapping, shoving, grabbing, pinching, biting, hair pulling, etc. are all types of physical. This type of abuse also includes denying a partner medical care for, or forcing alcohol or drug use upon him or her. Well, at least they put him in there. That's cool. All right. That's a cool understanding. Hitting, slapping, shoving, grabbing, pinching, biting, hair pulling, etc. All right, got it. The other thing, sexually, okay. Coercing or attempting to coerce any sexual contact or behavior without consent. Sexual abuse includes, but is certainly not limited to marital EPAR, attacks on sexual parts of the body, forcing sex on after physical violence has occurred, or treating one in a sexually demeaning manner. Interesting. They don't really specify if somebody asks for it. Like if somebody wanted to get roughed up a little bit, because sometimes the ladies will tell you if they're free, they'll tell you they like to be roughed up a little bit. But I don't know. I digress. I've only heard about that kind of stuff. Emotional. I think this is kind of interesting because it doesn't really, I think how someone's emoting isn't something that can be measured or proven. So this is a scary one here, in my honest opinion. Undermining an individual's sense of self-worth and self-esteem is abusive. This may include, but not limited to, constant criticism, diminishing one's abilities, name calling, or damaging one's relationship with his or her children. That's interesting. So undermining an individual's sense of self-worth and or self-esteem is this word right here. What if someone's self-esteem or their sense of their self-worth and self-esteem is like higher than what maybe it should be? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not that you tear anybody down, but you treat them like an equal, but they think they're higher than you. So by default, you're messing with their self-esteem.
Yeah, this seems like a very fine line. Like a very fragile statement to, yeah. It's not, it's one of those, it's not, it's like, it's liquid, it's fluid. Go ahead, Broken.
You said it, as I've said before, it's plastic. They can make it mean whatever they want it to mean.
Check this out. This may include, but not limited to, constant criticism. How many of you brothers have felt that? Diminishing one's abilities. How many of you brothers have felt that? Name calling. How many of you have felt that? Or damaging one's relationship with his or her children. How many of you brothers have felt that? Okay, so it sounds like as of right now, we've been taking this one here, this L, and we've been taking this L. What about economic? Let's see. I don't know. Now this is interesting. This is the one that I think that the dominant society's ladies were really trying to get on the books. This one right here. Controlling or restraining a person's ability to acquire or maintain economic resources to which they are entitled. Interesting. Entitled. Economic resources, controlling. Ooh, think about this for a second. Controlling or restraining a person's ability to acquire, use, or maintain economic resources to which they were entitled. So tell me something. If they don't get their Section 8 or their WIC, if they got a man in the house, Does that mean that you're impeding on their ability to maintain economic resources to which they are entitled? Gotcha, bitch. Salute, Coach Lamont. Salute. You see? This includes using coercion, fraud, or manipulation to restrict a person's access to money, assets, credit, or financial information, even financial information. Unfairly using a person's personal economic resources, including money, assets, and credit, or exerting undue influence over a person's financial and economic behavior or decisions, including forcing default on joint or other financial obligations, exploiting the powers of attorney, guardianship, or conservationship, or failing or neglecting to act in the best interest of a person whom has a fiduciary duty. Bro. So basically, you can't say nothing about their money at all. And you can't keep them from doing anything, because if that happens whatsoever, that qualifies as economic schmoose. Psychological. Let's see what this says. Interesting. And now again, I don't know. The lovely ladies like to hold your bank card, and you know, they like to be able to hold on to the purse strings. So who's really being economically schmoozed at this point? But let's look at this psychological real quick. Elements of psychological schmoose include, but are not limited to, causing fear by intimidation, threatening physical harm to self, partner, children, or partner's family or friends, destruction of pets and property, and forcing isolation from family, friends, or school and or work. Okay.
That sounds like damn near every Western woman wants to get married. Forcing isolation from family, friends.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ours.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. That begs the question. Who's the one getting mistreated here?
These laws are really not set up for the other gender.
Oh no, they really don't. But you know what? We got one more, technological. I think technological is new, right? It's new. We're in a new time. We are in a new day. So there is, technology now that didn't have, that our forefathers and so on, they didn't have back in the day. The internet is new. So maybe this is where us men are totally getting out of line and mistreating these lovely ladies. Let's see. An act or pattern of behavior that is intended to harm, threaten, control, stalk, harass, impersonate, exploit, extort, or monitor, key that one, monitor, another person that occurs using any form of technology, including but not limited to internet-enabled devices, online spaces and platforms, computers, mobile devices, cameras and imaging programs, apps, location tracking devices, key on that, or communication technologies, or any other emerging technologies. So, does let me see your phone. Does that qualify? Or holding a, do that qualify?
Yeah. I told you guys about my coworker, right? He's literally being stalked and damn near held hostage by his girl, monitoring his phone, social media, everything. And the only way he gets a play a piece, he has to go outside the house, go to the movies.
Yeah, he's being mistreated. I mean, we're going to use mistreated for the A word.
Yeah.
For the A word. Yeah. So we covered a lot of things, right? I mean, that was a lot. And we could find examples of how the lovely ladies are treating us in all of these ways. I would be willing to bet in more ways than we're treating them. Right? Like I mean, in every example, I honestly, I don't know. Time Traveler says, mistreat me, daddy. That's pretty funny. Solo Dolo, man, salute. When the lovely ladies goes through your phone, technological mistreatment. Absolutely. That's just what I'm saying. Once again, put a fork in that one, because that one is gonna come back here in just a minute. We're gonna reference that. I'm glad that came up. Salute to Solo Dolo, because me and him, I think we are definitely brothers from another mother. We think we are on the same wavelength all the time. Can I get a salute for Solo Dolo, please? Thank you, Solo Dolo. And also Coach Lamont, bro, thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you, sir. Gerald, can we hit Coach Lamont also? That's what's up, bro. Thank you so much, man. We are really trying to do something different, make something different, do something different. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna be the same thing you see on YouTube. We're gonna do something a little bit different. So okay. So from what it seems like, on the outside looking in, it seems like we happen to be the ones being more mistreated than anybody else. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's go muscle through this just a little bit more, and then we'll get to the video. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button on the way in, because all that YouTube stuff, we're trying to go around here, and we're trying to give you guys some useful information, some bricks and bats, as Mr. Sperling, as Uncle D says. I want all of us to really have a better understanding of, I want us to have a better understanding of how the law is written, how the law is worded, what this stuff really means, because I think a lot of brothers are out here getting caught flat-footed. They're getting hit with charges and getting hit with accusations, and they're like, I didn't do X, Y, or Z. Well, I mean, I know you didn't, but technically maybe you did. What do I mean by that? Like, well, I guess now if you checked her phone, maybe she did it to you, but maybe you did it to her too. If you kept some money from her, or if you did any of those things, as slight as they are, can still fall under that category of mistreatment. And if that falls into that category of mistreatment, you might mess around and be able to catch a charge, no matter how serious. And that's what I want to get to. I want to get to the point to where, look, like, we got to really realize how vulnerable we are, how these laws are written, how they're worded. They're worded the way that they are on purpose. They're meant for you, not her. But the reality is that she does it more to you than you do it to her. It's just that the laws are just meant to get you caught up.
I'm a gamble